there's something I definitely want to talk about. How it's basically in regards of the anime news space is going on, and I think this is a very serious issue and stuff. Basically what's going on with the company. It's Crunchyroll. If you guys never heard the company called Crunchyroll, Crunchyroll is pretty much it's a platform that plays. It's a platform that does upload anime and stuff. That basically that's what they do and stuff like that. And if you guys have not heard, I think I made a video about this. I think it was like a couple years ago, or maybe it was last year. I'm not really so sure. Where Crunchyroll and Funimation they made a commitment to each other that they want to become partners and stuff and basically and stuff. Now I don't know what was the reason why they decided not to they decided to cut some of their staff people. They said it was like a 6% or something like that. That's what I'm thinking and stuff like that. And basically, I'm just really just shocked because that's what they're doing. And I just went like, wow, this is really something else that I never would expected just to see basically that this happens and stuff like that. And basically, it's basically, I mean, it's really sad. It's really sad. People are losing their jobs because they get laid off and stuff like that. I don't know how much the 6%. I've heard from Chibi Reviews what he was saying. I think 6% was something like 1,000 staff people or something like that. I don't know if it's more than that. I really do not know. And I was just really like I said, I was just really sad because where this was basically was going, and that's what it basically it feels to me. But I just want people just to really just to understand, really just to understand is that it's just that ever since Crunchyroll made that deal with Funimation, or Funimation made a deal with Crunchyroll, I don't think that should not happen. So I just really don't think it really should not, because that just tells me that Funimation has more rights over Crunchyroll, or I would say like Crunchyroll has more rights over Funimation and stuff like that. I think it's a bad move. That's just what I definitely do think. I just don't think it's not really all that great just to do that and stuff like that. And I know they're just basically just focusing on money and stuff like that. I do understand that. But when it comes to Crunchyroll as a company like this and stuff like that, one thing I definitely do want to say here is also well too. This is just my opinion. Basically, the ongoing anime that looks like Two Love Ru and stuff like that. That right there really tells me, it really upsets me because they're not showing the uncensored versions based in anime, because they did this with Two Love Ru back then also as well too. And I don't know how in the world Two Love Ru and also Ikase Triangle ended up with Crunchyroll in the first place. I don't know. Maybe they just want to buy them out and stuff like that. Because I remember I told you guys like like basically what I said here is that Akatsuki Triangle is not like any other series that we have seen or anything like that. But it's just kind of like it's similar. It's going down to a similar path. Basically, what Crunchyroll, not basically what Two Love Ru was basically was going on, also as well too. And I basically said like this is not good because it's going to get censored, and I don't support censor really at all. I don't like it, stuff like that, and I'm not the biggest fan or something like that. Some things I may agree, but some things I just don't. I just really do not agree and stuff like that. So because I mean I really wish that Katsuki Triangle would just basically just go to a different website instead of just Crunchyroll and stuff like that. And simply because they sell their stuff in Sentiment. I think it's called Sentinel Filmworks or something like that. They're they're not like Funimation or Crunchyroll, but they basically show majority of the fan services and stuff like that, basically in their BDs and stuff like that, and basic stuff. And don't get me wrong, I mean I love To Love Ru. I love the series that they bring on the Sentinel film. But even though basically what I'm just trying to say here is that I just don't like this kind of stuff. That's just basically what it feels. That's just basically what it feels to me. And I just want people just to really just to understand, like basically what I said about To Love Ru, because the reason why I'm just saying that because that's what happened to Love Ru. That's what To Love Ru. And I know this is makes it maybe even seem like this is a mouthful for me to say also too. Mouthful. Just to say it too. If you guys never heard of a company called For Kids or something like that, I think it's called WB For Kids or something like that. Something like that when they had like Yu-Gi-Oh, other different animes and stuff like that better on the platform. They censor pretty much of that stuff and stuff like that. basically it's WB. But the reason why they did that is basically because some certain people that watching and so like they tell the mom and say like, yeah, look at this and stuff like that, this and basically the parents will get very upset if they were to see that kind of stuff and stuff like that. Now I don't want people to really think like, am I on their side? No, I'm not on their side. But that's just basically what it feels to me. I think what it brings to me and what I'm saying here basically is that if Crunchyroll keeps doing what they're doing, censoring anime, then there's not gonna be really a whole lot of people who are gonna basically give praise to Funimation and Crunchyroll because they support censorship and stuff like that. I don't support it. I just really don't like it. That's just my opinion. That's basically what I definitely do think. Sometimes they do it for a reason. Sometimes they really don't. That's just basically what it basically just feels to me and stuff like that. I mean, do I hate it? To be honest with you, no. I mean, I don't hate it at all. I just want people just to really just understand. It's just that what Crunchyroll and Funimation is just doing is censoring these shows and stuff like that. What they're doing and stuff like that. And I think it's really bad. I think it's really very bad. Now, do I think that Crunchyroll deserve to have their employees be laid off and stuff because of other different things and stuff like that? No. That's something. No, I don't think that's not really the biggest case. But the biggest case I really see here is that, like, what they're doing is just like they're repeating themselves over and over and over. Just like I said about To Love Ru, and that's what it basically feels to me. Then you're going to have some people are going to get upset and just basically say, "Hey, I want to go to a different website where I can watch anime because Crunchyroll and Funimation, what they're doing is just not right and it's just not fair." Some people may say like, "Oh yeah, do you expect life to be fair?" You know what I mean? I mean that's what basically it feels to me. So I mean it is what it is. I mean that's all I'm just saying because I really don't see Crunchyroll is going to last very much longer because there may be a very good possibility. I mean, pretty much a very good possibility that Crunchyroll could go bankrupt. That's really scary. And, they can file a Chapter 11 or something like that. They can really do that, and that's what I definitely do think. And I just want people just to really just understand. I have no ill will against Crunchyroll or anything like that. I just don't agree with their service of the platforms and stuff. And it's just something that I'm not a big fan of them, and I just won't support basically what they do on their platform and stuff like that because it's just not right. It's just not fair because I think it should be something they should listen to their subscribers and stuff like that and stuff like that. And I complain about this multiple different times because like if you don't listen to what your fans are saying and you're not doing what it seems to be right for the fans, that really tells me that the companies out there like Funimation, Crunchyroll, they're being greedy. That's what it basically feels like. It feels to me that they just want to make money and they just wants to do these kind of different things just to censor certain anime because some fans just don't like that kind of stuff and stuff like that. I expect Funimation and Crunchyroll basically just listen what we have to say and and that's what it basically feels to me. But I just want people just to understand that, like I said, I don't hate Crunchyroll, I don't hate Funimation, I just don't hate them at all. I really don't. It's just that the products that they bring on their platform, it's gonna have some fans basically saying like, hey, bye bye, I'm not gonna support you guys anymore. But I mean that's their choice. I mean that's basically what it basically feels to me. But I mean it's like I said before, it is what it is. But I really do hope that they can work out some kind of resolution or something like that they really can do. But I mean it's really sad. 6%. Yes, it's a and you may think like, oh, it's a small what they're doing. No, there's a lot of players, or I mean, this whole situation. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it's going to get a lot worse, and I really do think that Crunchyroll is going to come to the point where they're going to have to claim bankruptcy and stuff like that. And I really do think that may happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen soon, but it may happen. It may happen, probably in the future, maybe or maybe not for a long time, or it can happen soon. So I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't know if some of you guys may agree with me on this, but that's just basically what it basically feels like. So I really do hope that people will just basically just see what's going on because when you have a company, like when you have a company, like Crunchyroll and also Funimation, also well too, because it's kind of like a domino effect, especially. But even though I forgot to mention also well too, especially on inflation and stuff like that basically going on here in America, it's not going on. It's not going very very good. It's going to get really really bad. It really actually is. Some people may not see that because some people may say like, oh, it's affecting food and stuff like that. Yes, that may be so also well too, because if like basically like word the fact, basically like I don't mean to bring politics and stuff like that, but if our government does not come up with the resolution deal in regards to the debt ceiling or something like that, whatever you want to call it, and stuff like that, if they don't do something, that's going to hurt a lot of companies out there. That's going to put them in bankrupt, and there could be millions and millions of different jobs that can affect around the world also too. This is scary. I mean, this is very very scary. This is why I'm saying this, because this is something. It's just like we live in a country is just divided between both parties just don't want to agree basically what's going on here. It really upsets me, and it really really does. And I try my very 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 best just to avoid that kind of situation and stuff like that. But the reason why I'm saying that because, like I said, I'm worried because if that basically really happened, it's gonna have a domino effect that is gonna hit. It's going to hit us. It's going to hit you. It's going to hit me. It's going to hit like every single companies out there, and then like, bam, other companies is going to go on their free fall. That's basically what it is. That's the reason why I'm making this video and just telling people like if they're really are very worried about laying off people, then more is going to come, and then maybe a very good possibility that we're not going to have no money. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. That's just based how it is. I'm not doing this just based to scare people. I'm just doing it because I just want people just to know that's basically what I see. And Crunchyroll is just a start and stuff like that. And I basically do agree with Chibi because I've seen this basically what happened. Basically, back then when Obama took office and stuff like that. I can't remember. I think it was 07 or something like that. I really can't remember. But yeah. So. I don't know. That's basically feels me. So yeah, I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. But I just want people just really just know that just during these times it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. That's what I think, and I'm hoping, praying for the best. And I really do hope for Crunchyroll they can get themselves out of this situation and stuff like that. And so I mean. I don't see Crunchyroll is going to make it. I just really don't. I'm sorry, but that's just what basically pains me to see and stuff like that. And, stuff like that. I mean, it's sad. I mean, it's sad. It's very, very sad. And it's also very, very sad because those people that lost their jobs and stuff like that because the inflation. When the inflation goes up and there's nothing we can't do about it, it's going to hurt. It's going to affect me. It's going to affect you. It's going to affect every single one of us. It's going to affect other different companies around the world, also too in America, also around the world. It really actually is. That's just that's just basically what I'm saying. So, like I said, I don't know if you guys may agree with me on this, but like I said before, I don't mean to bring politics in here, but it's just that's just basically what I definitely do think. And so yeah. Anyways, that's it for this video. Anyways, I'm next. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And please hit the notification bell as well too, so that you guys watch my videos. And please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.